And in the Impact segment tonight, will the real Hillary Clinton please stand up? Former Secretary of State and Senator from New York has courted both the far left and the moderate wing of the Democratic Party. And a new poll says she is running well ahead of all potential Republican presidential contenders at this point in time. Mrs. Clinton is a realist, and she'll do what she has to do. I said last night I think she'll repudiate a lot of the president's economic policies because she absolutely have to. But I don't know if that, because this poll comes out, McClatchy Marist College, and she's just whacking every Republican. I mean, I'll just give an example. Clinton Christie, 58 Clinton, 37 Christie. That's big.
But she's still more of the, she's still more from the establishment side of things. But if you run an establishment Republican, let's say you run Jeb Bush against Hillary, let's say that's what it is.
You want me to give you the poll number on that?
Yeah, it's bad. It's like 20%, isn't it?
Clinton 58, Bush 38.
Yeah, it's about 20%. So look, I think if the choice is kind of two establishment figures, the Democrat's always going to win that, right? The Democrats are not going to lose that contest. So there's concern both on the left, Bill, it's very interesting, and the right, of the activist types. They don't feel like their party leaders are necessarily doing all that much to advance their agenda. I mean, look at Obamacare. It's turned out to be a complete disaster. Everyone put their hopes into that, but they wanted a single payer. They didn't get single payer, and
that's what I'm talking about, that she's going to have to run repudiating a lot of this stuff just to build a base among the independents and among people who aren't ideological. She's going to get all the left-wingers, as much as they complain about her. They're still going to vote for her.
Yeah, they hate Tea Party types, Bill, and conservatives more than they hate establishment Democrats. So you're absolutely right about that.
And then it'll be the gender
thing.
The gender thing's going to be big. And anytime you criticize her, then you'll be anti-woman. I mean, you know how it's going to go.
That's a snore. But Elizabeth Warren, I think, is interesting to a lot of folks on the left. Martin O'Malley, maybe Schweitzer. But, Hillary, I mean, if you have to bet today, it's going to be Hillary and probably Jeb Bush. And, I think a lot of people are going to see a replay of the establishment versus the establishment again. And I think you're going to have a lot of dissatisfaction with those choices.
So you think Jeb Bush is going to be the Republican nominee?
Yes.
Is that right?
If I had to guess right now, I would say yes, absolutely.
And he's going to beat the conservative guys.
Well, because the conservatives always, just like last time, right? We were talking about why Gingrich and Santorum didn't form an alliance. And anytime the conservatives are kind of dissipated in their energies, the establishment always wins. That's how it always works. And conservatives never kind of get that. They keep running 5 and 6 people. You're not going to beat the establishment guy raising tons of money. By the way, yesterday in Malibu, Bill, he raised $400,000 at a private fundraiser in Malibu, Jeb Bush. He raises a huge amount of money, as does Chris Christie.
You know who the Republican that polls closest to Hillary Clinton is?
Rand Paul.
Nope. Paul Ryan. 52-44. Rand Paul is 58-38.
Yeah,
so Ryan polls the closest to Hillary Clinton. But Ryan have to toughen up if he wants to take her on.
No,
because
that's not going to happen.
Why? He's smart. Why couldn't he toughen up?
Paul Ryan couldn't deliver Wisconsin for Romney. I mean, Paul Ryan is not going to.
But he's a young guy now. He's seasoned. He can follow me around for a week, and we'll put him through the Factor training program.
Well, maybe he needs the Factor. He's got to
toughen up. He's got to go after that. But he's very smart.
If he gets this down, if he gets this down, he'll totally win.
Laura, thank you.